Hey guys, welcome back to Jazzy TV. Today we're going to do a cooking vlog for you guys. Now, I'm going to do a copycat recipe of Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. Okay, so I know you guys heard of the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Everybody was going crazy for it. I've never tried one myself until today. And I'm just going to show you guys. This is the sandwich. You see the spicy sauce, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to try to remake this sandwich if I can. But with a twist. You know I have dietary restrictions. So I'm going to make this same recipe gluten-free and dairy-free. This sandwich look good though. Okay, for starters, I have my chicken breast hair that I'm going to go ahead and clean off in the sink. But one thing about this, you don't want to trim too much fat. I've seen recipes, people trying that too because it adds a little bit of flavor. So try to save a little bit of the fat on there. Alright, next get some plastic and put it down on your surface. And this is a pretty big chicken breast, so I'm going to try to slice one of these in half and actually turn this into 3 pieces for 3 different sandwiches. Now, with one slice, close it up so you don't get the juice everywhere. And then you're gonna try to flatten a little bit because this is a really thick piece of meat and you want everything to cook evenly. So just flatten it out just a little bit. Okay, one down. See if I might cut this a little bit more. Next piece. Alright, last piece. Guys, I was being a bad chef and forgot to put my apron on. How did I forget that? Okay, so while that is done, we're going to go ahead and start working on the wet mixture. With that, I'm going to be using some eggs, and since this is dairy free, I have my lactose free milk and just a little bit of seasoning to go inside this. See, I'll get 2 eggs for now. A little bit of milk. Now, another way to make buttermilk I've seen with the dairy-free milk, you can, I believe it's a cup of milk and then maybe a tablespoon of lemon juice. And then you have to let it sit for a little bit and that'll kind of give it that same buttermilk taste and, I guess, flavor in a way. But I'm not doing that. It can come out just as good as this way. And since I want this to be a spicy sandwich, I'm going to add some cayenne pepper. If you're brave, put a lot of cayenne pepper in. Cayenne pepper and then a little bit of Cajun pepper, or if you want to say it how my mom says it, Kanye pepper. That's what we like to say, some Kanye pepper. Okay, the wet mixture's done. We're gonna go ahead and I actually kind of want to stab my chicken a little bit just to make sure it goes through. It's already flattened, so I'm pretty sure the flavor will get into it, but just as a little extra, stab it a little bit. And then just pour your wet mixture in. I think I can go ahead and add 1 more egg. Alright, and now that we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and put this in the fridge and let it sit for about an hour. Okay, so now that we're waiting for that to sit in the fridge, we're going to go ahead and be productive and start working on our dry blend. So I have here some gluten-free all-purpose flour. You can use this one by Bob's Red Mill or the baking one that has the ratio 1:1. They both will work pretty much the same. I also have here some cornstarch that I'm going to add to try to get the skin extra crispy. Okay, to start off, we're probably going to add 1.5 cups to 2 cups of flour. I don't do measurements, so I'm just going to throw it in there. Looks about right. Whoa. Just going to do that. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of cornstarch. Say about 4 tablespoons. get a little fork to mix this in just a little bit. And also you can keep this on the side when we actually do the coating and stuff, because you might need a little more when it gets clumpy. You might need a little more flour. And we're gonna season our flour too. This is gluten-free, so sometimes you want a little bit more flavor in there, so go ahead and put in whatever you like. But in here I have onion powder and garlic powder. Just gonna mix that in. I think I want to add a little bit of adobo just to give it a little bit of flavor and a little salt, because like I said, this is gluten-free and dairy-free. We have here some more Cajun seasoning. All of this is about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, depending on how much chicken you're going to be making. A little bit of poultry seasoning. And our favorite, cayenne pepper. Alright, let's give this a little mix and see how it looks. And again, gluten-free flour, you want to add just kind of some seasons, a little bit of salt, because it's going to taste just like dough if you don't. Just being honest. Oh, and one thing I can't believe I almost forgot. Paprika. If you have smoked paprika, that probably will be better. But just have the regular for now. Still going to come out good. It smells like Cajun too. Alright, now that our flour is done, we're just going to go ahead and prepare everything. Next, you're going to need a baking sheet with one of those cooling racks so you can have the flour and the powder and stuff rest and fall off when you're waiting for your oil to heat up. So we're going to go ahead and get that stuff set up, and I'll be right back to show you guys. Okay, while our oil is heating up, we're going to go ahead and start combining the chicken with the wet and dry. So we have our flour mixture that was sitting, our chicken that has been sitting for a little while in the fridge. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and drop, not like that, a couple pieces in. Did it again. Alright, we're just going to get it nice and coated. Now for this, you want every single piece of the chicken coated in flour. It needs to be packed in and coated nice. Alright. Two more. And I also had put some of the flour to the side in case you needed to add some on top, which I might have to do. Alright, now let's get ready to fry it. Alright, so let's test the little piece right here. Definitely ready to fry. We'll put 2 pieces in at a time. Now I'm going to put those other pieces of chicken on some wax paper because I want to use that pan to put my chicken on when it's done cooking. So I got to clean off that flour and everything else that's already on it. And while that is cooking, we're going to go ahead and make our spicy sauce. So I have here some mayonnaise, some ketchup, and our world famous cayenne pepper. Looks about ready to flip. Okay, now that everything is cooked, it's time for the final step, which is to build our sandwich. Now, I attempted to make buns myself and it didn't go so well. So here's the biscuits that I tried to make and call it a bun. I tried to make a brioche roll that was gluten-free, dairy-free, but I'm still working out that recipe. But as you can see, the texture of it still looked pretty good, but the taste just was not there. So we're just gonna toss these to the side. Now I did find something that will come in handy. I found these Smart Buns at Wegmans. They're actually gluten-free and come to find out they're keto friendly. And they're all single package, which is really good. And it's nice and soft and fluffy. So as you can see, these turned out way better than my buns, so we're just gonna go ahead and use these, which are still, of course, gluten-free. Don't forget that you want to toast your buns. You can't forget that that's the most important step. You gotta put butter in the pan, toast the buns, and then you're all good to go. Now that my buns are nice and toasty, we're gonna go ahead and build the sandwich. So I have my chicken here, and I snuck a piece off just to taste a little bit. Okay, let's go. I have the sauce that you see me make earlier. Put some sauce down on here. Good enough. Spread it around a little bit. Top. Now, of course, we need the pickles. Whew.
A few moments later.
Now that we finally got that open, let's place our pickles on. Make it look nice and pretty. Okay. Pickles are on. Place this. Ooh, this side looks better. I think this side looks good. Dab a little more sauce. Now top our bun like so. And a little brush of butter on top to give it that shine. And a nice buttery taste. We have our Popeyes chicken sandwich. Can you guys see the comparison? Okay, let's compare the two for a sec. I'm not even gonna start off with mine. Let's start off with Popeyes. You can see of course they've got the crispy skin down to a science. They should, that's their job. The bun, it's all smushed and barely any sauce inside. So there's the chicken patty that you have, of course the crisp, and that does not look good. Maybe it's just soggy from the pickles, but yeah, I don't think I would eat that. Sorry, Popeyes. We got two little pickles slapped on in there. The sauce kind of off to the side. I'll restack it nice and pretty for them. But yeah, here's your Popeye sandwich. Now, let's check out the real deal here. My Popeyes. Homemade Popeyes. We got the sauce dripping off the side, the nice shiny bun, and it actually looks nice and thick compared to this. Which one would you rather eat? Yeah, that one. So let's take it off the bun. Got good sauce inside. The pickles are layered perfectly with more sauce. None of that extra stuff on the bottom, just crispy chicken. We've got some of that crispy skin there too. Now let's cut it open and see what it looks like. Okay, let's cut this sandwich in half. Now that is some pretty good layering inside. You can see, got good chicken, bun, the pickles. Once it wants to focus for us, there you go. And the bun looks pretty good too for it to be gluten-free. So let's go ahead and cut open this here Popeyes. Okay, here's the Popeyes in comparison. Again, that little piece right there, I don't like that little piece, but you can see it's really crispy. Again, white meat looking good. The bun smushed and flat kind of, but it looks kind of good compared to mine. You can see I got sauce dripping out of mine. I didn't even do that. I just did it naturally when I cut it. But yeah, I guess I'll be fair and taste both of them on camera so you guys can see the reaction. Okay, let's give both of them a try now. I'm kind of scared to try this one. I don't want the piece that looked kind of soggy. And I can't tell what part that was. Kind of looks like this piece, so I'm just gonna take a small bite of the side. There you go. I'll take a piece of the back. Taste the Popeyes chicken, your signature chicken. I mean, it doesn't taste spicy at all. The sauce, I mean, I don't really taste it. It kind of tastes like mayonnaise, but it's okay. I'll give it a 6, 7 out of 10, maybe? 6 out of 10? Let's go 6 out of 10. Now what we're really interested in, let's taste this here gluten-free, dairy-free Popeyes chicken sandwich. Now this, I won't be afraid to take a big bite of. Let's go right here, nice and crispy. Right off the bat, this is way better than the Popeyes chicken sandwich. For one, this is supposed to be a spicy sandwich. This one, you can actually taste the spice with the cayenne pepper I added. It tastes really good and it's still crispy and it tastes more fresh. I mean, you don't know how fresh the chicken is from Popeyes, but this right here, you just got it from the store. It's more fresh than that, but we just got it from the store, cooked it, all of that right then and there. Let me show you. It has so much flavor. It's so good. Okay, for me, I rate this a 10 out of 10 easy. I was a little surprised by the bread because sometimes it's hard to find good gluten-free, dairy-free bread. But this one's actually really good, especially when you toast it with a little bit of butter. It goes perfect with the chicken, the perfect amount of chicken to bread ratio, which is another thing. This is actually really good. The sauce is good. The pickles balance it out great. It's not soggy or anything like that. And it just has so much flavor. It's juicy and everything. And the main thing is it's actually spicy and juicy. Some people use a chicken thigh to make it, but I used the chicken breast and it still came out just as good as long as you're watching it when you're cooking it. But I would definitely recommend you guys try this. So before we close out this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and turn on those post notifications if you're already subscribed. And if you're not, I think you should hit that sub button so you can see more videos when I do stuff like this, because trust me, I'm gonna be making some more recipes for you guys. So again, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment below if you're gonna try it or let me know what you think. And we'll see you again for some more videos.